Happy day. Hi, guys. Serena Barefoot Gypsy. I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. You bless me. You have no idea. I know. I just got up a little bit ago. I don't know if I have black shit under my eyes or not, or whatever. I don't even care at this point. I think it's 443 subscribers, and I feel blessed beyond means measure. Because I know I'm not like anyone else. And I'm just here to share a message, my journey, and my best not to add to, be part of the fuckery, illusionary way of the world. So the fact that I even have that many subscribers, thank you. So, I'm not sure if I did this one yet. Reason, think it over. Okay. But it was in the pile that I've already done, but it was backwards. So I thought it over, and I was like, well, think it over. And that's what stood out to me. Can you see that, or is it blurry? Number 40 breaks down to a 4. Stability foundation is what I'm hearing. Reason. I gotta leave that out so I can take a picture of it for my other socials, Instagram and Facebook. Instaglam and Facebook. I keep hearing in my mind, back to the old drawing board. Making plans again. Back to the old drawing board. Hang on, I gotta write that down. Back to the old drawing board. So some of us are called right now. Thank you. I'm hearing plans, things, plans did not, I'm hearing the last laid plans that we had. Yes, thank you. It was for learning and for growth. To delve deeper into oneself. To really dig deep. And find that missing piece. The missing piece, it could be whatever. For you guys, I don't know, but for myself, well, there's many layers, but to really get to the nitty gritty, down to anyway. Down to who I am. So, detailed plans. To actually write it out. I'm getting, well, for me, like a business plan. I mean, to really, I'm getting chills all over. Detailed plan. Detailed. In the pause, we plan. In the pause, we plan. not to rush things, Serena. Don't get ahead of yourself, Serena. See what happens? No mistakes, no failures. Learning. It's school. Soul school for the human. It's like now that we know or are beginning to understand who we are, I'm getting chills. Of who we are and what our purpose is, what we are to do with our human. The soul's plan played out in human. Do we not want to take as many souls with us as we can to a millennia of peace and love? When you have a soul like mine, see, some years back, I shot a video. Yeah, it was probably 3 years ago, 2.5, almost 3. I don't know, maybe, the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022. I believe I got this thing like, oh, I earned my wings back. So I'm a Virgo. And I was watching the Y-Files last night with Mike. And when they were talking about Aries, the god of war. And I started getting a download and I started writing it down. And then I got into my phone and I started looking things up. I wanted to know what's Virgo. I know Virgo's like the mother, the purity, the love, right? Innocence. And then upon looking that up, I ran across Ishtar. So then I started reading about that. And Ishtar, I want to say, I'm going to have to go back and look because I stopped. Virgo, like Ishtar's like the planet Venus. Ishtar in mythological things and all this stuff that I was looking up is the bringer of life. In the old Akkadian and Sumerian and Egyptian things, Ishtar, and has been called other things too, referred to as Isis, Inanna or something like that, or anyway, she's from Mesopotamia around that time, right? A deity. The bringer of life, and it was said that she is the mother of all, I think, like the human, earthly humans on earth or something like that. I don't know. You guys go do your own research. I can't remember. I was reading so many things and I was so flabbergasted because they have different myths and stuff, about her. So Virgo is the second largest constellation and the oldest known to be identified with Ishtar, I believe. Upon reading all these things, I was like, what the fuck? So I'm the baby lamb, right? the lamb becomes the lion. Ishtar's animal is the lion. My favorite flower in the world is a rose. Ishtar's favorite is the rose. Very interesting that the characteristics of this Ishtar described me. Made so much sense to me. It's crazy. But anyway, the preparation time, preparing, detailed plans, which makes sense. Because if we are to move forward and it's our time, our season for what comes next, now is the time for detailed plans. Now, that's not for everyone. Some of you are already doing in your role. Not until its appointed time will we come, I'm hearing, into our power. Not until the appointed time. I've spoken of this before, and I was thinking those of old, but I wasn't going back far enough. I was caught up in the Bible and biblical things. I'm getting chills all over. Those of old, the OGs, the originals, those of old. Humans walking around right now that embody great things. We've come to take you away, oh my. So Ishtar's in the Bible as well. Gilgamesh turned her down because of what happened to all her other lovers. They're in the underworld. She's revered because she's the bringer and giver of all life and of love. And also death. Liminal between two. Wreaking havoc and war in the heavens. What the fuck? Anyway. The role that we may have played in the past. We have a choice to switch into a different role, a reprieve, to earn our wings back. So our soul isn't trapped in the underworld, so to speak. So take this time to go within, look at all the horrible, nasty shit that's in you. Not just that's been done to you, but that you have done when you were in a space of survival. When you had your traumatic things happen to you, possibly when you were a child. Although your conscious mind might not remember, but every other thing does. Right? Your ego, the subconscious mind, the pain body, the part that edged God out, the pain and trauma which filled you with the darkness of pain and sorrow. And from that, this persona, this character emerged for your protection that you've had your whole life. Thank you. I've got this now. But you're back here now. So when I need to call that part of me forward, I can. Chills all over. The integration of the soul and the human, the integration of the light and the dark, whatever you want to call it. The balance, masculine, feminine, whatever. Because if you've been reincarnated a bunch of times, and if you're watching me, most likely you have been, then you've been both man and woman. So honestly, we are a they, them. Our soul could be anything in human form. So although I walk around in a human female body, I'm more masculine. And I'm okay with that. That's who I am at this time. I had channeled a while back. We're coming to take it back, our planet, or whatever, our world. Which made no sense to me at that time, and I'm still kind of unsure, but man, since I was led to read what I read, all in perfect timing. I heard wake up call. Wake up. That we begin to act, be, and do from that power that's within us. Before Babylonian time. So Mike says, so what you're saying is your royalty? And I'm like, never looked at it like that. And I said, no, a deity. Does that make me feel some kind of way? Power hungry and all that? No. Because I've come to the place where I come from and I walk love. Love isn't boastful. Love isn't power hungry. Love isn't, I'm better than you. Love isn't, I'm going to own the world. It's not any of that. Much power is given unto those. You've got to be at the right. We're going to stop there. It's not about power. Not power how most people think of it anyway. The ones who have been ruling the world for ages, it's coming to an end. You have a choice. Do you want to stay on that side? Or do you want to experience freedom of peace and love Love. When you're love, everything else falls into place. Then you're peace. Integrity. Everything that's under the vibration of love. I heard law. Everything else falls away. Who would not want to come home to that? I don't get it. I mean, I do from a, oh, I'm getting hot as fuck. From the human perspective, but man, there's so much your soul has endured through lifetime after lifetime. Although we carry everything from every lifetime with us, it's like a wall's put up, right? Like it's shut down. It's there. We have to come home to it. Hence, coming home to yourself. I hope I'm making sense. Yes, I will be making sense to those who have the ears to hear at this moment. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm not saying you're less than or anything. Individually, it's a you versus you journey. It's a me versus me journey. So we're all going to be at a different level. Not one of us is the same. Not one of us is the same. So you may go look back at some older video, right? You may run across one of my older videos or something here later on down the line, and maybe you run across this one. You're like, fuck it, aha, got it. Now I get it. Now it's your time. How much we open our eyes, our mind, and our heart to ourselves, to accountability, to see our part in the equation of our situationships, our relationships, and everything. You know? Okay, so the gentleman I was working with before knew my plans, knew what I was doing, knew that it was him and I. I was to work with him to make my money till I got established in something else. Psh, ghosted. Thank you, my friend. You're my greatest teacher. I love you. Thank you for saving me from myself. I appreciate you for that. Hence, everything that I had planned and everything that was whooshed, wiped out. This ain't the first time. And then here I am. Back in my daughter's old room. I needed it. I needed it. It wasn't done to me, for me. For me. And I stand strong on that. Every fiber of my being. Because what's coming, what lies ahead, is better than I can ever imagine. Whether that's in the 3D physical things or just within inside myself. I take what's inside myself over fucking anything. I've been given a vision. Whether that plays out on this timeline or if it's for the next, because the new world is going to have to be built by someone. A whole new world. That's what I've been shown. A whole new world. Where it's peace and it's love and it's sunny, shiny, and it's beautiful, and people are laughing, enjoying life, and there's no, I gotta have this and fuckery. And I truly believed at one time that there was a person that I was to do this with. I've seen it. Not the front of us, but the back of us. With children. I'm 54 years old. I can't have children anyway. In my 20s, I got fixed. But I'm thinking from a humanistic, this world, all right, the old paradigm. So who knows? But metaphorically speaking, symbolically, who knows? Again, the bringer of life, the builder, the creator, the empire, building God's empire. That's what I've been shown. I don't care what anyone thinks. My family don't back me on anything. No one fucking listens to what I have to say. That's all right. I don't give a fuck. I do, though, would like to have, and I will, if it's meant to be so. But people to work alongside, they'll be there. The one thing which makes sense, Ishtar's not she's not a goddess mother, a mother goddess. She's the bringer of life, but not the mother. Makes perfect sense to me. Fuck, I was only thinking of biblical times, and you know, it's way deeper than that. I wonder if that makes her the sister of Inkian and Lil. I don't know. I usually don't research things, but for some reason, Ishtar came up, and I was like, Ishtar. I thought Ishtar was a Galactic Federation person, you know, a dude. Anyway, I don't know. That was a trip. Oh, the Merkaba star, 8-pointed star, is her symbol, whatever. Mm. Green is her color. Green's my color. And the goddess of love and sexuality as well. I don't know why she used to go to the underworld, but they weren't going to let her leave, so she had to sacrifice somebody. So for half a year, she'd have to take his place. Yeah, sounds like a fucked up individual, but revered at the same time. Interesting. But in the pause we plan, that man on the Silver Mountain, some verses just went through my head. So, in the pause we plan, preparing. I did a video yesterday, Soul Boot Camp preparation. This whole thing has been preparation for what? For what's to come. Are you ready? Am I ready? When the ground opens up and these beings that are so fucking huge. Can't even fathom how fucking big these motherfuckers are. How about if you standing in front of them, you barely come up to the knee, if even. Big, big, really fucking big. In my vision, there's two people standing on a mountain and looking over while this is mowing people down with flaming swords. The man on the silver mountain, they just, oh, I got chills all over. Come and make me holy again. I'm the man on the silver mountain. Yeah, so anyway. When I was reading that stuff last night, all these different things, all these different myths and blah, 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 blah. Things were coming back to me, all the things that I have written down, and everything was falling into place. And I was like, holy fuck. Opposite day. Here before I identified with the one who came before me, in a sense. But when I was reading all those things about Ishtar, I went, holy fuck. Holy fuck. That makes perfect sense. Oh my God. And then I was shown everything. It makes perfect sense to me. That's me. They're describing me. But I hardly feel like I'm a deity, a goddess, or whatever. Not a god, lowercase, not even a lowercase. Weird. But a deity. Some of them. They call her goddess or whatever. But that's crazy. It's wild. Interesting. So I'm not saying that I am. I'm just saying everything about that woman, that he, she, that woman, down to the lion, the fucking rose, the Merkaba star, the color green, down to the stones, down to the sensuality, down to the love and the sex, and down to so many things that I've said. And I was like, fuck. Knowing that I walk between both worlds and I can between the light and the dark. Weird. All of it. It's like, fuck. And here I was just looking up she's also, Ishtar's also the goddess of war. Bringer of life and to take it away. Weird. I wish I wouldn't have said so much about that. But I did. And was thinking about deleting this video, but I might have said some important things in here that somebody needs to hear. I'm Serena the Barefoot Gypsy. I've been through hell. All levels of it. Earned my wings back, per se. I'm still here. I came out of the darkness, out of shown nothing but hatred and fuckery my whole life. Yes, I've had blessings. I've had more opposition than anything. So I came from the dark to become the light, to become love, and holy again. I'm not saying I'm, oh, you know, that's what came into my head, that holy again from that song. I'm not going anywhere. They've been trying to kill me since I was in my mother's stomach. Even my own flesh and blood father. Hell, I would just stop breathing when I was a baby because fucking get me out of here. I cannot live in this chaos and fucking shit. With cop killers, with heroin addicts, with God only fucking knows. I was a baby. I lived in oxygen tents when I was a small child. Little itty tiny space where you see the condensation dripping down. It's horrible for weeks on end. Do you know how many times my life could be a fucking Final Destination movie? Cheated death so much. Death won't even come for me now. You can't. It never dies. Although many have tried. Many have tried. I've been strangled to passed out, guns held in my fucking head. I've had to jump out of cars from almost being drove off of a fucking Decker Canyon. And if you've ever been to California, you know Decker Canyon. That ain't no joke. That's just a few things. That's just a few things. I'm 50 fucking 4. I'm only talking about under the age of 16, some of these things. Ooh, I've got a whole life after that. My mom was brutally murdered. Brutally murdered. My brother died alone in his 30s. That's all I had that I know of. You know, I'm a quarter Japanese. My dad's was half Japanese, born in Hawaii, as a matter of fact. His last name is Robinson, so is my maiden name, Robinson. His father was really high up in the military during World War II, right? In the 30s and 40s. My dad was born in 1930 something. And he moved to the States during the Pearl Harbor thing, where they had Japanese people in camps, but he wasn't, and his mom wasn't. His mom, my grandmother, I never knew, full-blooded Japanese. Yes, so my family, the Robinson family, they own an island in Hawaii called Ni'ihau. It's private. I don't know any of my family from my mom or my dad's side. I only knew my grandmother and my grandfather, my mom's sisters, but I haven't talked to them since I was 18 fucking years old. I'm 54. I haven't spoke to my grandma since 1998 or 99, after my mom was murdered. Because I couldn't do it anymore because nobody would tell her. I don't know why I'm sharing all this with you. I know pain. I raised my mom and my brother. I had my first child 3 days after my 18th birthday. My mom and my brother were homeless unless they lived with me. And, I had put up with a lot of shit. The responsibility I've had my whole entire life. But I'll tell you what. It's going to sound crazy, but some of the best things that ever happened to me are some of the most painful things that's ever happened in my life. True hurt and pain will change you forever. It's your choice, for better or for worse. See, I had a very sadistic, violent, my mom was brutally beat to death. That changed me. Thank God. Although in my human, it might have hurled me down a path of I never wanted to live. I couldn't eat for the longest time. I felt so guilty. Because see, she was living with me, and then she left, and everyone told me. I was the only one who didn't know she was leaving. I ended up losing my fucking job. I lost my fucking husband. I mean, it's a big deal. Never spoke to her until I got a phone call on my way to my first final at college. My husband left me. I had him take my daughter because I knew where I was going. I didn't want to live. I worked 2 jobs at the time. So needless to say, my oldest son had to take care of my youngest son because I was gone. I worked 2 jobs. I went to school full time. I threw myself into that. Drugs and alcohol and work. Drugs, alcohol, and work. I couldn't spend 5 seconds with my own mind or I'd fucking lose it. So my way of the violent streak that I had in me was taken from me at that time. Worst thing that ever happened to me in my life ended up being my saving grace. I've had many other things happen. But losing my ability to move and to walk and to lift my own head, to do anything for myself, if that doesn't fucking humble you, I don't know what will. Because when you were the caretaker and the doer your whole life, go, work, take care of everyone, work, take care of everyone, to flat on your back, nothing, was fucking scary. Living in a household with a man that wanted to leave me there to die. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. And the people that were around, they know. And if they don't, because they turned a blind eye and they were part of it. And ever since I've been able to walk, I get knocked the fuck down. Bam. I'm blessed beyond all means and measure. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. How could you say blessed? You're not driving around in a nice car with all this gold. I don't want all that fucking shit. I'll take it. But that's not top priority. How about give me a fucking buttload of money? Not until my detailed plan is. So, I have a place to live. I have some money that I would made. Now, in the pause, we plan. And I keep hearing, and at the appointed time, we rise. If you're written in the book, I don't know. Thunderstorms, thunder, wind. So I did a video a while back about the ground or the earth, the heavens will rumble and the earth will shake, something. But lightning, and I bring a legion of angels with me. Yeah, so I don't know, it was a while back, 2 years ago, 2022, I bet. Somewhere close to around summertime, I'd say between June and August, possibly. I was getting those downloads and those messages. Makes sense. It makes sense now with the whole thunder and the lightning and the fucking ground shaking and it's all, it's so cryptic to me when I get these things, because it's just a this and a that. It's like having a puzzle pieces, and you get one. You lay it down. You have no idea where it's at in this puzzle yet, or even how big the puzzle is. And then you'll get another piece, not even close to that one. So here you have a piece here, you have a piece here, and a piece here. And then another piece all the way up here, another piece. None of them go together at all. But they're starting to. Because it's all been written, it's all been shown, it's all been spoke. Maybe not all been spoke, but it's been one of those. And now the puzzle pieces are starting to come together. I heard there's solace in that. I don't even know what solace means, I don't think. SOLACE. Solace. Look that up. I'm going to look that up when we're done. Ramble on. Don't get lost, caught up in the confusion of being a chosen one. You're either that fucking soul or you're not. My understanding of it. So if you consider yourself a chosen one and you feel like you have a greater mission for the good, where the fuck are you at? What comes out of your mouth right now? Do you still piss and whine and cry about, oh my God, I live with a narcissist. Oh my god, people are like doing spells on me, and oh my god, like totally, like everybody's against me, and like oh my god, like I just don't know what to do. Oh my god, I'm such a great person, and I don't deserve any of this. If you speak like that, sit the fuck down, because you are not chosen for shit. You whiny bitch. Sorry, not sorry. And if you want to speak, I know I'm here and I'm God's warrior and I'm here to do something, then be that. You can't handle your own life? How are you gonna fucking help the world? Humanity. Ask yourself that. Oh my god, bad things keep happening. Well, learn your fucking lesson. Why is that? It's your stinking thinking, bitch. Figure it out. Bring it fucking on, dude. Bring it on. You have no idea what I've overcome. Bring it on. And those of you who don't have the understanding and don't know, be like, what is she saying? She wants us to fuck with her? If you got that out of that, then good for you. That has no, it doesn't mean that's what I'm saying. It just means that's your understanding from your perspective of your fucking life. Has nothing to do with me. See? All I give a fuck about is being the best fucking person, human I can be, and doing what I was shown to do. That's it. Don't get it twisted. I love you guys. I've probably been on here for hours. Who knows? I feel better, maybe. um, the vulnerability of it is making me sick to my stomach right now. Sharing things with you people is hard for me. I'm not that kind of person, generally. The people who've known me my whole life, they have no idea when I'm growing and going through shit. They think they do, but nobody would know. I'm not being boastful. I'm just saying this is trying to paint a picture of how doing this, especially like this, motherfucker, please. My path is a very interesting one, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, because all I've ever wanted is to get to this place. Now what? To not be a hurting person that hurts people. To come from love. Whew. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. The dark in me also sees the dark in you. You're welcome. I really can't say that because thank you to myself that I haven't retaliated or reacted to the fucked up things seen and unseen done to me. Because you guys do realize one thing. some of us walking around have such power that a thought would annihilate you. So those of you who know what I'm talking about, when I just said those words, with just a thought would take you the fuck out. You could scramble somebody's fucking mind. It's the quiet ones. It's the ones who don't talk about it and throw around all their fancy stuff and, do all this and do all that. I'm speaking to you guys right now. The true powerful ones that are truly gifted. The true ones that are so psychic or so whatever. All of it. But you don't exploit it. We're not meant to do that, right? Peace be with you. I love you. Got your back. Namaste, love. Namaste here. Now I'm going to get to my planning stage. Deuces. Thank you. I love you. Ciao.